Hi Ruronis, this is your pal Ruroni K95 here. So today I decided to do another horror movie review because yesterday I did a horror movie review on Bram Stoker's Dracula. This time I'm gonna review. This is the first epic horror movie from Stanley Kubrick, The Shining, with Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall. School teacher turned out writer Jack Torrance arrives at the remote Overlook Hotel in the Rocky Mountains to be interviewed for the position of a winter taker. The hotel, built on the site of a Native American burial ground, closes during the snowed-in months. Once hired, Jack plans to use the hotel's solitude to write. Manager Stuart Ullman tells Jack about the hotel's history and warns him about its reputation. A previous caretaker, Charles Grady, supposed developed cabin fever and killed his family and himself. Despite the troubling story, Jack is impressed with the hotel and gets the job. In Boulder, Jack's son Danny, as a terrifying premonition at the hotel, and Jack's wife Wendy tells the doctor about Danny's imaginary friend Tony. When the family moves into the hotel on closing day, head chef Dick Halloran, played by Scatman Crothers, which you may remember him as the voice of Hong Kong Phooey and Autobot Jazz in the Transformers cartoon series, surprises Danny about telepathy, offering him ice cream. Halloran explains to Danny that he and his grandmother shared this telepathic ability, which he calls shining. Halloran tells Danny that the hotel has a shine to it along with many memories. Not all of which are good. He tells Danny to stay away from the room 237. As months passes, while Jack's writing goes nowhere, Danny and Wendy explore the hotel's hedge maze, and Halloran goes to Florida. Wendy learns that the phone lines are out due to a heavy snowfall. Danny has frightening visions. Jack behaves strangely and becomes prone to violent outbursts. Danny's curiosity about room 237 overcomes him when he sees the room's door open. Later, Wendy finds Jack screaming during a nightmare while asleep at his typewriter. When she awakens him, Jack says that he dreamed that he killed her and Danny. Danny arrives visibly traumatic and bruised. Wendy accuses Jack of abusing him, which Jack denies. Jack wanders into the hotel's gold room and meets a ghostly bartender named Lloyd, to whom he complains about his marriage. Wendy tells Jack that Annie told her a crazy woman in room 237 to attempt to strangle him. Jack investigates room 237 and encounters a dead woman's ghost, but tells Wendy that he saw nothing. Wendy and Jack argue over Danny, who should be removed from the hotel, and Jack angrily returns to the gold room, now filled with ghosts attending a ball. While participating, he meets the ghost of Grady, who tells Jack that he must correct his wife and child, and that Danny reached out to Halloran using his talent. Halloran grows concerned about what's going on at the hotel, and he flies back to Colorado. Danny calls out red rum and goes into another train, referring to himself as Tony. While searching for Jack, Wendy discovers that her now deranged husband has been typing pages filled with "all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy." She begs Jack to leave the hotel, but he threatens her. Wendy knocks him unconscious with a baseball bat and locks him in the kitchen pantry. but she and Danny are both trapped as Jack has disabled the hotel's two-way radio and Snowcat. Jack converses through the pantry door with Grady, who frees him. Danny continues chanting and drawing the word red rum. When Wendy sees the word red reversed in the bedroom mirror, the word reveals to be murder. Jack Hack opens through the quarters main door with a firefighter's axe. Wendy sends Danny through the bathroom window, but it will not open, suffocatingly for her to pass. Jack breaks through the door, but retreats after... Oh yeah, because, you know, he peeked through the door and he said, "Here," the infamous quote, "Here's Johnny," but retreats after Wendy slashes his hand through with a knife. Hearing Halloran arriving in a snowcat, Jack ambushes and murders Halloran in the lobby, then pursues Danny into the hedge maze. Wendy runs through the hotel looking for Danny, encountering ghosts and a cascade of blood from the elevator. Danny envisioned in Boulder and Halloran's corpse. Danny lays a false trail to mislead Jack and hides behind a snowdrift. Danny escapes from the maze and reunites with Wendy when they leave in Halloran's snowcat while Jack freezes to death after losing Danny's trail. In a photograph in the hotel hallway, Jack is pictured standing amidst a crowd party revelers from 1921. And that's how you end the movie The Shining, with Jack freezing to death after Wendy and her son Danny drifted away in Halloran's snowcat. Oh, 1 week after the premiere, all of the hospital scenes at the end involving Jackson and Burton were cut, but the credits were unchanged. In the much shorter European cut, Denon is on screen in all versions of the film, albeit to a limited degree and with no dialogue in the shorter cut. Now with this... And Stanley Kubrick's The Shining movie is based on the novel by Stephen King. Now, if this was the Shining miniseries, then I would have been compelled to, by internet critic law, to have it on full blast. Instead of a firefighter's axe, instead it was a mallet. But it's Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. That one was released on 1980, featuring Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall. The actresses who played the ghosts of the murdered Grady daughters, Lisa and Louise Burns, are identical twins. However, the characters in the book and the film script are merely sisters, not twins. In the film's dialogue, Mr. Ullman says that he thinks they were about 8 and 10. Nonetheless, they are frequently referred to in discussions about the film as the Grady twins. St. Mary Lake, with its Wild Goose Island, is seen during the opening of The Shining. They wanted to cast Robin Williams or Harrison... Robin Williams and Harrison Ford or Robert De Niro wanted to be the role for Jack Torrance, but they chose Jack Nicholson instead. Nicholson was Kubrick's first choice for the role of Jack Torrance. Other actors considered including Robert De Niro, who claims that the film gave him nightmares for a month. Robin Williams and Harrison Ford, all of whom met... Harrison Ford, of Blade Runner fame, all of whom met with Stephen King's disapproval. In his search for find the right actor to play Danny, Kubrick sent a husband and wife team, Leon and Christy Vitale, to Chicago, Denver, and Cincinnati to create an interview pool of 5,000 boys over a 6-month period. The cities were chosen since Kubrick was looking for a boy with an accent, which fell in between Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall. Jack Nicholson's and Shelley Duvall's speech patterns. The exterior locations was the Timberline Lodge in Oregon. It served as the exterior of the Overlook Hotel. While most of the interior shots and even some of the Overlook exterior shots were shot on studio sets, for exterior shots on location by second unit crew by Jan Harlan, St. Mary Lake, and Wild Goose Island on Glacier National Park, Montana, was in the filming location of the aerial shots into the opening scenes with the Volkswagen Beetle driving along going to the Sun Road. The Timberline Lodge of Mount Hood in Oregon, California was filmed for a few establishing shots. The fictional Overlook Hotel, notably absent in the sea shots, is the hedge maze, something the Timberline Lodge does not have. Outtakes of the panorama shots were later used by Ridley Scott for the closing moments of the original cut of the film Blade Runner. And the lobby and the lounge of the Overlook Hotel was modeled after Ahwahnee Hotel, which is now a majestic Yosemite Hotel, and was created at L Street Studios. That's going to be it for my horror movie review on The Shining, you guys. Thanks for watching, but before we go, here's my quick thoughts. The Shining was premiered on May 22nd, 1980 in the United States of America, which is the 146-minute version. But it was released in the UK on October 2nd, the same year, 1980, in the UK as a 119-minute version. But on the version I have on Blu-ray is the 144-minute version. Their existence, if you want to find the European cut version, that'll go for like a UK DVD release, because it's only like 119 minutes. I don't know if there's a home video release on the... If there is a 146-minute version, which is the premiere version, go look through like a VHS or a Laserdisc if you want to find that version. Hope subscribe for content. My anime plan link in the description down below. Share this video on your Twitter and Facebook if you have a Twitter and Facebook account. If you like my horror movie review, please leave a comment of what horror movie should I review next. Something more from the 80s as well. It doesn't matter which horror movie if I want to review next. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to click on my subscribe button. Become a subscriber to RuRoniK95. Click on my notifications bell button on my YouTube channel. Don't miss out on any of my new updates on my videos that I upload recently as well. Like, subscribe, favorite, comment, share in your social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, etc. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to leave a comment on this video. If you like this video, please leave a comment on suggesting me a horror movie should I review next as well. And be sure to click on my subscribe button. Become a subscriber to RuRoniK95. Be sure to click on my notifications bell button. Check out my other updates on my YouTube videos as well. And that's it. So, as Jack Nicholson says, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. And here's Johnny. That, you know, the cover of The Shining I have on Blu-ray. This is RuRoniK, and I know today's Tuesday because tomorrow's going to be Wednesday. This is RuRoniK95 saying, I hope you like my horror movie review on The Shining. I'm glad you liked it. I hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you soon, and have a great Tuesday because tomorrow's Wednesday. This is RuRoniK95 signing off, and thank you for watching my horror movie review on The Shining.